Today we'll be making steak and eggs. The ingredients that you're gonna need is a ribeye, 8 ounces, salt, pepper, 1 or 2 eggs. I'll just be using 1 egg in this video, and then some extra virgin olive oil. And that's all you're gonna need. And then you'll probably need something to flip the steak with, preferably tongs. I don't have any tongs right now, so we'll be using this. And that's all you need. So for the first step, you want to get the pan as hot as possible, and then you want to add your olive oil. Around a teaspoon should be fine. I just eyeballed it. And then you want to get it basically to where it's kind of boiling, and you want to let it sit there. And once it gets hot enough, you're going to add your steak. But first, we're going to season it. So first thing we're gonna add salt. I like a decent amount of salt on there. It's up to you how much you want. And then we're gonna go with the pepper. And then you're gonna want to flip it and get the other side so it's nice and seasoned. Pepper. And then you're gonna add the salt again on this side. And then once it's hot enough, like this, you basically just wanna add your steak onto the pan. And you can know it's hot enough when it's sizzling like that. You're gonna wanna let it cook for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side, or 3 to 4, depending how you want it. I like mine medium rare, so we're doing around 3 minutes. Once the steak's been on there for about 3 minutes and it starts to bleed up to the top, you're gonna wanna flip it over pretty easily. You shouldn't burn yourself. It's pretty easy to flip it. And this is what the cooked side should look like. A nice crust on the edges. And you know, this is medium rare steak, so the inside should be decently red. And then yeah, you're gonna want to do this side for another 3 minutes. So once you got your steak going about for 3 minutes, you want to turn off the heat and you want to make sure you use a different plate than your raw steak so you don't cross-contaminate it. And you kind of just want to flip it off like that. If you have tongs, you can just pick it up and add it onto your plate. You want to let it sit and cool down for about 2 to 3 minutes. And once you're done with that, you want to quickly cook the eggs. But first, I like to use the same pan so I don't have to use another one. This part is kind of, you can get some grease on you, but I kind of just get some water to get some of that off. Cool it down a little bit for the eggs. And you want to quickly come over back to the stove. Turn the heat back on. Add a little bit of olive oil, depending how many eggs you're making. I'm just using 1. So you want to get the olive oil around there so it doesn't stick, the egg doesn't stick to the pan. And you're just going to want to crack your egg, just like that. Try not to get too much shell in there like I did. And then I'm cooking it sunny side up or over easy. So you're gonna want to do this for about 2 minutes each side and then flip it. Next, you just want to flip your egg. Pretty easy, just flip it over with your spatula. And you want to make sure it's a nice golden brown like that. You can tell from the color, and then the edges are kind of burnt a little bit. Depends how well you want it, how runny you want your egg. I like mine pretty runny. So the second side, you don't really have to do it for as long. I put it on there for about 40 seconds. So give it 10 more seconds. All right, that's probably good. And then just want to take your egg, bring it over to your steak, place it on, and you're done. You just cooked your first steak and eggs. It's pretty plain and simple. It's seasoned with salt and pepper. And yeah, you can dig in. Step, cut your steak. I use a serrated knife, it's easiest to cut through it. And as you can tell, nice pink on the inside. I say it's about medium, not medium rare. And then you want to cut your egg, let the yolk fall apart across it, and you're done. Congratulations, you just cooked your first steak and eggs.